Yes.
Nice to hear you again. How are you today?
I'm fine. What about you?
I'm really good. Little bit tired, but good. Little bit tired, but good. Okay. And can you please tell me, okay, what did you do so far today? What did you do so far today? Can you please tell me?
I'm just going to school, but this day is a special day. It's my father's birthday.
Oh,
But
yes.
yeah, but although that my family celebrates a lot of things for him, I think that he drinks a lot of wine, so we're just living there. So I think that's the main character is now lost. So I think that we can't celebrate.
hmm
So
Okay.
I think
And
that happy birthday that's once be sung. Yeah, I do think so. Because
mhm,
when I'm studying here, no one outside can make some big loud noises.
mhm. Okay. And when you have a birthday, what do you usually do? For example, on your birthday, on Father's birthday, do you have uh, some activities that you usually do?
First is that is sing a happy birthday. I think that's
Mm-hmm.
it. What of you know. It's I think that I don't eat cake much because they're first is they're very fat. So I think that all of my families that eat one piece of cake and they can't eat anymore because it's had a lot of cream. I
Mm-hmm.
think cream is like the fattest thing in a cake.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I would have received some gifts.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And what gifts, for example, do you like to give to him? Or what gifts, for example, do you like to get for your birthday? Do you have
No,
any gifts that
I think
no?
that I don't have much money, so I don't buy a lot of things. And if people ask me that, oh, what gift do you want to be on your birthdays? It's really hard because if I say something that is said that you don't make money, so why do you like insist something that you can't even absorb? So I think that I won't. If my mother's give me something, I will just receive it, and I don't talk anything.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And for example, what is something that you would like to get for your next birthday? Okay, so what would you like if you can choose? What is something that you would like to get for your birthday?
I think that my birthdays, I think that I only have one dream. That is my father is fixing my keyboard in my computer, not buying a new one because the letter W in my computer is broken because I like, use is thousand of I use thousand I think that I type the word W is thousand of times a day. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I have
Uh,
already mentioned that I play Minecraft, right?
okay,
Yeah,
very nice.
and that used to love the W a lot. And I think that if we played every day for an hour, I will use about 8,000 Ws per day. And I think that the W is broken. It's reasonable.
Mm-hmm. Okay, very nice. Okay, now we will start. Okay, so we have here. Okay, a really nice lesson. Okay, now can you see my screen? Can you see my screen?
Yes, I can.
Okay, very nice. And we have here complete want to summon the letter with the words and the phrases below. Okay, so we have here this text. Okay, now can you please read this text for me?
Okay, so read the text. Wait, I think that I'm talking the answer first. So I will type in the chat box.
Okay, just one moment. I just want to see it. Okay, like
Wait,
always, I
what's
will.
how many there? I don't know the length of this letter.
What letter?
This number one. The letter is number one.
One.
I
Mm-hmm,
don't know it's long or short. But can
mm-hmm.
you swipe down?
Okay, so we will go down. We will go down. We need to use some of these words. Okay, here in this essay. Okay, so you can see this essay. Do you want to take a screenshot?
Wait, can I go up first so I can see the first?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Wait, wait, can you go down so I can see number 6 and 7?
Of course, of course.
Number 5, number 6.
It's number 7. Okay, there you go.
Wait. Lucky for me that I remember the last 2.
Okay, no problem. Okay, now let's try to read this text.
We have the letter A, B, C, D, so I have to finish that too.
Okay.
Wait, I think that we have to see both of left and right of screen, so I think that you should remove the Skype paint platform. So I think that I can see the A, B, C, D word. There are 4 more words that we need to fill in the blank.
Okay, just one moment.
Wait. A to F.
Okay, can you see now?
Wait. Okay. Wait for me. Okay.
Okay. Now let's try to read this text. Okay, so can you please read this text for me?
Wait, go up so I can see the information.
Okay.
Okay. SS09Y8, Westcliff, Essex, 12 Manchester Drive, 24 October 2013. Dear Charlie, thank you for your letter. I don't live in a city. I live in a town. So that's different from you. It is nice in the city. I live with my mom, my dad, and my sister, Yoshi. But I haven't got a pet. You're lucky to have a cat. I love cats.
Okay, so now let's see, and okay, continue.
Okay.
Okay,
The school is very big. 1,300 students is a lot. I go to Biffers High School. Theirs is not a very big school. There are 750 students. The students in my class are very friendly. My favorite subject at school is modern language. I can speak English and Spanish. I also enjoy science and maths. I don't like PE. I'm not very good at team sports, so we're different. It's great that you were in the school football team. At the weekend, I like meeting my friends. We usually go to the cinema. My favorite films are the Twilight films too. Sometime on Sunday I go swimming or cycling with my best friend, Megan. I like doing sport at weekend, but not team sport at school. Right again soon. Best wishes, Gemma.
Okay, now can you describe, for example, yourself? Can you write something about yourself?
Wait,
Uh, mm,
I think that I can do the writing test right now. And
okay,
I think there are two reasons is can you go put the Skype main platform to the right? Do you see that there is an exercise that I write a letter? So I will write that now and I will answer your question in my letter.
okay,
Yeah, this I will write the letter about
okay.
to.
But when you finish, let me know.
Okay. I think it will roughly took about 10 to 15 minutes, so you can do anything you want once I'm writing.
Okay.
Wait, can I see the like the questions of the letter? Go up, go up.
Up.
Wait, I think go up.
Okay,
Right,
just
it
up.
just go to Charlie. It was Charlie's first letter. Okay, okay. Stay there.
Okay.
Can you go down so I can see the last paragraphs?
Can you see now?
Okay, okay. Yes. Okay.
Okay, now let's okay, just one moment. To make it a little bit bigger, just to see. Okay, so we have here. Okay. Now, can you please read this text? Okay, I will just stop sharing. I will stop sharing because I want to have a bigger text that I can see. Okay, now, can you please? Okay, and I will control. Can you please read? And I will come back and share. Can you please read this text?
Okay. Yeah. Thank you for your letter. I live in a city, so me and you probably have a completely different life. I live with my parents and a younger brother and sister. You said in your letter that you haven't got a pet, but I think that you will have it soon. I recommend that you should ask your parents. I'm waiting to read your results. You know that my school has 1,300 students. I think this is a massive amount too. My favorite subject at school is math. I also enjoy science and I love doing experiments. But about the periodic table, I don't care about that because it has 118 elements in them. What a crazy amount. What about you? Do you remember some of the elements? I'm really into PE, but I don't like team sports as you. But in some rare circumstances, when I am being given a member in the team sport, I have to join. But the membership isn't very good at all. At the weekend, I would rather ride my bicycle in the park or playing computer games. If I had a racket, I would play badminton with my father because that's my favorite sport. Right again soon. Best wishes, Charlie.
Okay, and now can you please tell me something about you? You can use this text and describe yourself. Can you try to describe yourself? Can you please use this text and describe yourself?
Describe myself.
Yes. Okay. Can you try to tell something about yourself? Can you please try to say something about yourself?
What about myself? I think that my school has about 2,000 students, and that's very big. And I think that all of the information that I include in this paragraph is my information that's correct. So I think that I don't have to say again.
Okay, now let's see. Okay, so this is the text about gamma. Okay, now how would you write a letter, for example, for something when you want to write a letter to some other people? Would you like, for example, to write a letter to your friend to Australia? So how would it sound, for example, or if you write a letter or if you write an email to your friend? Can you please tell me how would you start? Okay, or text message to your friend. So what would you write? What would you do?
I think that if I use a emails, I don't have to write some information such that where do they live and where do they live and the address or even the country. But if I write emails, I can just start in what I have just written in my paragraph. I can just say dear Gamma. But if I use a text, I put it in a letter. And first is that I have to use the very first thing that I have to use is them. And then I have to write the address or the country, the people, and which the people that are written is me, and the people who will be received. I have to write all of that. Otherwise, otherwise the people who sent your letter will don't know what to send, and you will be given back. And next one is you have to say dear or anything to say hi or hello to the people. Next up is talk about everything that you can write about the life, your life, work right now, health, daily routines, or the favorite hobbies. Everything that you can write. And next one is and end sentences. Write again soon, or I'm waiting for the letter as soon as possible, or blah blah blah. And next one is wish. You can just say best wishes. And next one is your signature.
Your in the end is your signature, or yes. Okay, now we have here, what information do you think, okay, we have here, do you think is in Charlie's first letter to Gamma? So what is something that he wrote first? What is something that he wrote first? Can you please tell me?
He wrote about his life, where he lived, his family members, or he have a pet.
Okay. And Gamma lives in a town. Where does Charlie live? Okay, can you please tell me, where does Charlie live?
He lives in the city.
In the city. Okay, so what do you think? What is the best place for live? What is better? Sorry, better place to live? Town? Okay, let's say countryside or a city. What is better place to live? Countryside or a city? What do you think? What is better to live?
I think that this is an optional question, but I will try to talk with my opinion about the city. First is because city about the benefits is first it's very modern, cars and motorbike a lot. Next one is have enough apartments and houses for people to live. And next one is has everything that you need: parks, cinemas, grocery store, supermarket, playground, parks, and anything else that is good. But because they use a lot of bike or motorbikes, though they pollute a lot. The air pollution is really bad. And next one is the traffic jams. The traffic jams, because as in Vietnam, the roads are small and the cars and motorbikes are big. Give you some information that in 2022, 500,000 cars were sold in Vietnam. And for example, each car needs 40 meters to travel well, then it will need about 2 million meters of road. But Vietnam can't absorb a big amount of like that. So traffic jams still exist even in the past, now, in the future. And about the countryside, first is that it can't be as modern as in the city, and most of the lands is abound. So you should have a lot of time, lot of place to play football or any sports. And next one is no traffic jams because cars don't like exist. Even if like the son is meeting the parents by cars, there's still some cars, but not much. And next one is it's very peaceful. The air pollution is not very bad. It's very peaceful. So if I choose, I think that I would have chosen the city. I think that in my opinion, the city is best. But if you like, you can't like absorb the headache from the noises the city does, then you have to live in a countryside.
Okay. Now, and can you please tell me benefits about? Okay, so do you live? I want to ask you: do you live in a downtown or in suburb? Okay, do you know what is suburb?
I think that I have heard this word before, but I don't know the meaning.
Okay, so downtown. Okay, downtown is for example, you have your city. As I remember, you mentioned that you live in Hanoi. Is that right, or Ho Chi Minh City? Where do you live?
Yes.
Hanoi. Okay, Hanoi. Okay, so in the downtown, that means in the center of the Hanoi. Suburb is somewhere. Okay, somewhere a little bit.
City center, right?
Yeah, city center.
City center.
City center. Okay, so can you please tell me what are good things about living in the center of the city, and what are some good things about, for example, living in a suburb? Suburb is, for example, on the edge of the city. So
I think that I live at the edge of a city.
Okay. Okay, so what is something that is good about this, and what is something that is bad about living, for example, in suburb, in your opinion?
I think that's in suburb. First is it's not as crowded in the city center. So it's a little bit more peaceful. And next one is it don't have much, like it don't have much benefits because it don't have much parks and grocery store, supermarkets, or apartments, houses, because most of that thing that I've just said exists in the city center, because city center have a lot of people. So some like the businessman is making a store here because they like there's many people there, so it will be a lot of people will go to the store, making the business is grow day by day. I think that if I would recommend, I think that city center is the best place to live.
It's the best place to live. Okay. Yes, I'm pretty much sure that is good. Now, what type of pet? We have here the question number 2. What type of pet has Charlie got? Okay, so what type of the pet has Charlie got here?
He has got a cat.
Got a cat. Okay, and number 3. Question number 3.
Number 3 is Jerry goes to a big school.
Okay, and can you describe? You mentioned, but I forgot. To be honest, I little forget because we used to have a lot of information. Can you please tell me? Do you go to a big or small school? Can you describe your school? Is it big or is it small in Hanoi?
This is one of the largest schools with about 2,000 students.
2,000 students. Okay, and how? You mentioned around 45 to 60 students in your class. Is that right? If I remember correctly,
No,
is that right?
My class has 43 students, and the average amount of students in each class is from 40 to 50 is the max.
40 to 50 max. Okay. Now, okay. The next question. Can you please read the next question?
Yama school has 750 students. How many students go to Charlie's school? My answer is Charlie's school have got 1,300 students.
Okay, very nice. Next question.
What subjects does Charlie like? He likes science and maths. Science
and math. Okay, and your friends, can you please tell me how about your friends? What subjects do they like? Your friends, what subjects, for example, do they like?
I think that they like maths and PE.
Math and PE, very nice. And why do they like math and PE?
Because math is using a brain and PE is a physical activity. So it's like if they like two of the subjects, they will train both the physical and the brain. So it makes the grown up is a bit balance. For example, yeah, if you exercise a lot, but you don't do exercises in book, your brain won't grow. But if you just study in the book, but you don't do physical activities, you will be very small.
Okay. Now, what sport is Charlie good at? Okay, so what is the sport that Charlie is good at?
He's good at modern language.
Okay. And what are Charlie's favorite films or movies?
Charlie's favorite films is The Twilight.
Okay. And your favorite movie? What are your favorite movies?
I think that my favorite movie is The Martin. I will type it in the chat box. See.
The Martin. Okay, so why do you like this movie? Why? What is the reason?
It's because it's like an intense survival series about a guy that's wait. The guy is Watney. The guy named Watney is the Earth 2 from a assignment is going to Mars, is exploring there, but there is a storm that is have to come back to the spaceship, but the astronaut Mark Watney is being attacked because there is many obstacles during his escape, and people in the spaceship thinks that he have already in the spaceship, and they will just fly back to the Earth. But Matt Watney is stuck in the Mars without any helps. And when the spaceship go to Earth, they will mention that they forgot a person, and they think they have died, so they don't care. But doing some research in the Earth, I think that they know that Watney is still alive, and they will making I think they tried to escape, and this escape took about 4 years. It's 1,200 days. Yeah.
Okay, so yes, I think that I understand what you want to say. Now, let's see, and what other movies? Okay, this is like a science fiction movie, is that right?
Yeah, it's a movie, 141 minutes.
No. I ask you, is this a science fiction? What type of the movie?
Science fiction, because this thing don't exist. But the author uses the technology now to write this story.
To write the story. Okay. Now use grammar letter as a model. Organize your ideas. Okay, so you write a paragraph about about everything here. Now, name 6 free time activities. We have here 6 free time activities. What 6 free time activities do you know?
Ride the bike in the park. Play computer games. Listen to music. Read books. Watch TV. And meeting friends.
Meeting friends. Okay, of these activities, okay, which one is your favorite? Which activity here do you like best of these activities that you mentioned?
I like playing computer games.
Okay, and why? Okay, so can you imagine one day without internet, without playing computer games, without? Can you imagine this, for example, that you're doing something else that is not related or connected with the computer? Can you imagine this? Can you, for example, think about something else, that you're doing something else that is not related to computer games and everything else? What do you think about that?
I said that I have already enjoyed a day, or correctly, it's half a day without internet or even electricity. Because in my hometown, we don't have enough electricity. So in the summer, electrics run out a lot. So this is really much. So it run out a lot. And the longest running out electricity I have ever experienced is 6 hours. 6 hours.
6 hours.
AM, yeah.
Yes. Okay. So
it's very hot this summer.
Okay. So when I was young, we used to have we used because there is a war in my country, was a war, and we didn't have enough electricity for ourselves, so we need to every day we used to have, for example, around power cut for 8 to 12 hours. So we didn't have electricity for 8 to 12 hours. Can you imagine this? What do you think about this?
Wait, do you know in South Korea? In South Korea, the poverty is increased because electricity only exists a few hours a day and will be cut at night. And I think that people don't want to go to South Korea because I think that they compare South Korea to a open prison. Because when a person die, the person is stay in the person have a nationality is South Korea. They can't leave the country. They have to be there in the entire life. And if a person in a family is making like a illegal activity, the parents and grandparents and grandparents, the children's cousins, aunt also be punished.
Also,
so that's very disgusting. Yes.
Also, this is I think this is really bad. If okay, I understand, for example, when the person who did a crime is punished. I understand this. Okay, this is let's say understandable. But if the person who I don't know how to describe it, but if the person who is not guilty in doing these activities, okay, I don't understand when, for example, some person who is not guilty is doing. I'm not so. This is, in my opinion, this is not it's not okay when someone who is not, let's say, guilty to be punished for something that he or she didn't do. Okay. Now let's see. We have here give 3 phrases to describe likes and 3 phrases to describe dislikes. Okay, so do you have some phrases that you can use to describe about likes and dislikes?
So about likes, I like interested in, keen on, a big fan of, crazy about, and really into.
Really into. Okay, and now let's go with the opposite. Okay, can you do the opposite?
Dislikes something, hate something, or like not a big fan of something.
Not big a fan of something. Okay, and what is something that you are a big fan of? Okay, can you please tell me what is something that you are a big fan of?
I think that I'm a big fan of Backstreet Boys. That is, I was talking in the chat box.
Wow, wow, Backstreet Boys.
Yeah.
Why them? Okay, so
Yeah.
this
So
group.
there's one song that is my entire class is learned by heart very easily. It has 1.2 billion views on YouTube, and it's 13 years ago. But my school learned by heart of the lyrics, chorus, and even the sing
Lyrics,
again. Yeah.
lyrics. Mm-hmm.
I think this is how it got. I want it that way.
Mm-hmm.
It's I want it that way.
Okay, and what other activities, for example, your friends are big fan of? So we have here some other activities. So what other activities, for example, your friends are big fan of? Do you have some other activities?
Some of the activities, I don't think so because I don't like research about my class hobbies, so I don't know.
Okay. Now, let's take a look here. Okay, we have here, I can express like and dislike. Healthy living. Okay, now, can you please read this number 3?
Okay. Team sport is basketball, volleyball, and football.
Okay. And of these team sports, okay, so which one do you prefer of these team sports that you mentioned here? Which one do you prefer?
I think that I prefer. What about the team sports? I think that I don't interested in any team sports.
Okay. Now let's see. And individual sports. Can you please tell me something more about individual sports?
Okay. Individual sports. Individual sport. I think that is include like boxing, wrestling, or golf.
Okay. So what do you think about box, wrestling, and golf?
I think that I think I don't have any opinion about this.
Okay, because why? Because
I don't interested in that. I don't interested in that sports.
Okay, and how about your friends?
I think that my friend is really into team sport, and I think that I don't like individual sport much.
Okay, now let's see. Number 4.
At play go doing the following sports is play rugby, right?
Play rugby.
Do
Okay, now
aerobics and go running.
go running. Okay, now go running. Okay, so these are activities. Okay, number 5. Can you please read number 5?
Always, usually, often, sometimes, rarely, never.
Okay, so what activities do you do during the day? What activities do you do always?
Always is brush my teeth, eat meals, go to school, or go to school or go back.
Okay, and what is something that you do often?
Often is watch TV. Watch TV. Going to the swimming pool. Okay.
Okay, and never. What is something that you do never?
Never. I think that sleep too late.
Okay.
Or don't do enough homeworks.
Okay, and why?
Because that's the bad thing for me.
That is something that is bad. Okay, now let's see. Okay, and making music. Write sentences with can in affirmative, negative, or question form. Okay, so we have here affirmative, negative. Okay, making music. Now, how would okay? Do you want to write in a chat box?
Okay, so I think I will do number 6 and number 7 as well.
Okay, yes.
Wait, I don't know the number F.
Just okay.
Wait. D. I think that the 6 is the exercise 736. Okay.
Okay. Just I need to. Okay. Can Hans, can Alice swim? Quite. Okay. So what activities? What activities can you do? What are some activities that you can do? And can you please tell me? Okay, what is something that you would like to learn to do in the future? You don't know to do now, and you would like to do in the future.
I think that's something that I would like to do in the future. I think that I like to I like to play computer. I can play badminton. I can run 1.5 kilometers in 7 minutes, or I could write. Um, I think that's my letter is a little bit of beautiful. In my opinion, I think so.
Okay, very nice. Now we have here superheroes. Okay, you mentioned that you like Spider-Man, is that right?
No, I don't like any superhero because I don't watch cartoons and movies. I have already mentioned the last class.
Yes. Okay, and what can you please tell me what other activities, for example, you can do with your friends? Okay, so what type of the superheroes do they like? Do they like some superheroes?
No, I have already mentioned that I don't watch any cartoons or movies since I was 6.
Okay, and we have here this number 8. Due to languages for the countries and in ish, in, or is. Okay, so we have here now.
Okay.
How would you say about language of France? What is the language of France?
It's French.
French. Okay. Now number. Let's go with B. What is B?
Egyptian.
Egyptian. Okay. C.
Chinese.
Chinese. Okay. And this is interesting. Let's see if you get. Okay. D.
Polish.
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 Yeah. Okay. And E.
Italian.
Italian. Okay. Of these countries that we have here, can you please tell me which country would you like to visit? Which country, for example, is of these mentioned countries that we are having right now here? Which one would you like to visit?
I think that I would like to visit France.
France. Okay, interesting choice. And why France?
Because first it has some unique it has some unique structures such as the Louvre Museum and the Eiffel Tower. And in the Louvre Museum also have a unique picture that the Mona Lisa.
Mona Lisa. Do you know that Mona Lisa is a very small picture? Because I used to saw it.
It was billions of dollars. And do you know why is it worth so much? Because that's a crime. And people don't want it to be crime again, because if it lost, there will be no longer another picture. And yeah, so people have to protect this as as safe as possible. So it's worth billions of dollars. It's because of like that.
Okay. Now that is nice. And did you ever visited some of these countries so far?
No, I only visit Australia.
Only visit Australia. And what do you think about visiting China? Okay, would you like, for example, to go to China, to visit China?
No, because TikTok and YouTube and Facebook don't exist in there.
Okay.
Because yeah.
Okay, and okay, only WeChat. Is that right? WeChat. In China, there is a WeChat. This is something like Zalo in your
Yes.
countries.
Yes. Wait, just this yellow. I think that is a type. Is a typing. A type. This is this is the same as messaging. The messenger.
Yeah, something like WeChat is like a social network, something like Facebook. Okay, something like this, like Zalo. I think that also Zalo is one type of your social network from Vietnam. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay,
Wait,
so
I think Jalo don't wasn't invented by Vietnamese. So you don't know where does Zalo be invented.
Okay, so because we have here in my country we are using Viber. Okay, Viber is something similar to WhatsApp. You have WhatsApp, you have Viber. Okay, so it's a similar thing that we are using in my country. We are using Viber or Viber, something like this. Okay, and what do you think, for example, just to visit China? Would you like to see the Great Wall?
Visit China?
Yes. Would you like to visit China? Would you like to go to visit, just to visit China? Would you like to do that?
I think that's of course yes. I think so.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Very nice. Okay. So we will stop here. Now, can you please tell me, do you have any questions for me?
No, I understand everything.
Okay. Great job. Okay. So we will have a class tomorrow. Is that right?
Yes. Yes, and we also have the class another tomorrow. So we have two class left in this week.
Okay, 4 classes this week.
Yeah.
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Yeah, it's normal.
Normal, no problem, no problem. My pleasure. Okay. Thank you so much. See you tomorrow, buddy. Bye-bye.
Yeah. Bye. Bye.